What's going on, everybody? Guava. It's good to see y'all here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I don't have a tripod. I got a tripod, but it's a tabletop, so this is going to be a little weird. I think I got some glasses. I got some temporary, so I'll be able to read what's in the comments. Guava, everybody. As you come in the room, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see me? And give me 2 thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. When you come into the room, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. I am not going to be on this video long because I got a little bit to say and I want to get it out. All right? I have not been talking about this, and I have not been speaking on this. Thank you for the confirmation, everybody, that you can hear and see me well. I am on Freedom Acres, okay? I'm on Freedom Acres. Come here. I'm here on Freedom Acres. And I want you can go play, but you can't just be off in the woods. Go play. Go play. Just don't go in them woods, man. I need to get this out. Hey, y'all, let me tell you something. You are going to hear a lot of stuff, especially coming up to this November, all right? And when you have a platform and you have a voice, you also become a target for losers. When I say losers, it's people that wish that they were you. It's people that wish that they were in your position, because the things that they say, they wouldn't say it if they were in your position, if they had your platform, if they had your voice. They wouldn't. They would be doing everything in their power to protect their platform, protect their voice, and protect their peace. Well, let's get something out of the way. It's people with tiny voices stirring up trouble. Because the people that they want to notice them won't. When I say people with tiny voices, I get so many contacts every day about people. Stop showing your stuff. People gonna take your stuff. People gonna come and take your land. Now it ain't none of y'all. It's a lot of these weirdos, and I'm going to let you know right now, all of the weirdos, because I need to tell my people. I need to tell my people. I need to tell my people. Do not listen to these people that's telling you that they're gonna take your stuff if the grid goes down. Do not listen to these people that saying they coming to get your stuff when the lights go out. Do not listen to these people that saying they coming to take your land if the lights go out. Listen to me, my people. My people listen to me. My people listen to me. I'm going to remind you of something just in case you forgot, because a lot of us been brainwashed. We have been scared away out of what we deserve for hundreds of years. We've been being frightened. We've been being threatened. We've been being made a mockery of for hundreds of years, so we don't collect and we don't own what we supposed to own, and we don't and you understand what I'm saying? I can't even get the words out because I'm emotional, like Carl Thomas. If one more person, you listen, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and say it. You can keep saying, whoever's watching me, and keep emailing me and putting in my comments that you're coming for my stuff. I'm going to tell you a little secret. You and your crew or whoever, you're going to have a hard time. Do what you're going to do. I'm going to give you hell. You can come all you want, but see, you're not going to scare me like you scared some of my ancestors. You ain't going to scare me like you scared some of my elders. I'm going to be the one that's going to leave with a piece of you. You going to go back home missing something. If you win, you will leave me missing something off of you. You won't be the same again. See, there's a misconception that every time you go to war against somebody or against something else, that you're going to come back unscathed. And that is not true. No matter who you go to war with, you leave something behind. It might be an appendage, it might be a digit, and it also might be your mind. I guarantee you, you go to war with me, you're going to leave something behind with me to keep for eternity. I'm going to have a piece of you. So everybody can threaten all they want to, but you won't scare people like me no more. You've done it for 400 to 500 years, if not more than that, thousands probably. You won't scare me out of what belongs to me no more. We've been spending hundreds of years trying to get our shit back. You think what y'all doing, y'all getting in y'all little groups and so-called militias is gonna come and take it from me? You think a whole bunch of 400-pound, big belly ass men running through the woods in camouflage, you think you gonna take it from me just cause you got a couple of sidearms on you. You forget about something. Bullets run out. And then it's you and me. After a while, after all your magazines is gone, all you have left is a big, pretty steel rock. So don't let these people scare y'all, because it's a lot of them online right now coming against all the homesteaders, coming against all of the gardeners, coming against all of us that's trying to prepare, all of us preppers. And you know something? You can keep on doing it. But the thing that they're not paying attention to, we have our groups too. And we keep ours quiet. Y'all marching down the street in the middle of the Capitol telling you that you don't like folks like me and you want us folks like me to leave your town. See, y'all make too much noise. That's where you underestimate us, because we got just as many groups, if not more, in silence, waiting for you. Now, see, I'm not a ridiculous type of person. I am a realist. And I'm not saying I will win against you. I'm telling you, you will not be able to enjoy it, because I'm going to give you straight, flaming, piping hot hell. You won't be able to enjoy it. You or your family members. Now, this has gotten so ridiculous where when you have a mindset where to the point where you are trying to go to war with people that want to help you. You understand what I'm saying? It's people out there picking a battle with people that's trying to help other people for no damn reason. Just because you listen to one nut job, and you just changed your whole way of thinking. You didn't use no damn common sense. You didn't go and look, this just lets you know your recon is whack. Because if one nut job told you that these people is out here helping people, and that nut job told her, oh, they're trying to take over and take their land and stuff, y'all need to go do something about it. Your recon whack. You didn't even send nobody to go see and check out the situation and make sure this is or this ain't what's going on. You just listened to a fool and you ran into the middle of battle, and then they're gonna be crying again when half these suckers go to prison and be like, I was just doing my patriotic duty. You wasn't doing. You should have sat your big ass back on the couch and watch some wrestling and eat your pizza rolls and shut up and stay out of grown folk business. Y'all messing up, and you ruining your families because y'all are being led by a lunatic and coming around and disrupting people's peace for no reason. And I won't stand for it. I'm going to be one of them first people to tell all of you some bitches, look, come for it. Come for it. You ever hear that saying, like, you might be able to lick me, but boy, I'm going to tear you up. This ain't going to be no lay down fight. Because, see, this is how I look at it. I'm fighting for my life. See, y'all ain't. These people this squealing all this bullshittery, they ain't fighting for their life. They're fighting for things that they think they believe in. Did you hear what I said? They're fighting for things that they think they believe in. They're not even fighting for truth and justice. They're fighting for things that they think they believe in. The reason I say that is because somebody told you some bullshit. You didn't do no research, and you didn't go check and do no recon. You didn't do no knowledge looking up, nothing. You just went off of somebody else's bullshit. The problem with that is that's going to get you, that's going to make your eyes stop blinking. And people don't remember that part. Let me tell you something else too. Paper targets don't move. Do you understand me? I need for all y'all that's watching me, spread that message if it ain't getting to some of these folks. Let me tell you something. Paper targets don't move. Steel plate targets don't move. Steel plate targets don't shoot back. Paper targets don't shoot back. Y'all been going to the range with that foolish bullshit and hitting paper targets and hitting steel plates, and you think since your aim is that good, you gonna be good. Deer can't shoot back. Hogs can't shoot back. Possums and raccoons can't shoot back. And you think if you a great hunter that you also a great opponent. You are not. You're an ambusher and a liar. You set down some corn and you lied and said this is from the earth, come and get as much as your belly can fill, and you ambush some animals to come and eat it. You think that's the same thing as going to war. It's not. Trapping is not war. And right now we got a whole bunch of doggone pretend soldiers, cosplay soldiers, and cosplay patrolmen and cosplay preppers talking that bullshit. And listen, ain't got no marks on their hands. Ain't none one of them big old boys got no doggone calluses on their hands. They ain't got no cuts. They ain't got no dirty fingernails, nothing. You pay close attention. See, I'm going to tell you something about going to battle with somebody. You pay close attention to everything they do. I seen these boys on camera and talking all that junk and marching around and scaring the hell out of people. All of them soft as marshmallows. They ain't never been in a fist fight a day in their life. Half of them so fat round the hand they probably couldn't close their damn fingertips to their palm to make a fist in the first place. I'm telling you, don't let these people scare you out of what you're supposed to be doing. Don't let these, listen, I don't know if they punch a clock and they got a job to come in here and try to scare folks like me and you or what. But I'm going to tell you this, you ain't getting no overtime because you're going to have to put in overtime to try to scare me. And a lot of the people watching me too, you're going to have to put in some overtime hours to try to scare us because it ain't going to be that easy. See, I've been told all the stories from my ancestors and my elders of what y'all did to them. I ain't gonna never make it that easy again. Even if my story stops now, my story is gonna get cut short because you're gonna have to finish me off. Ain't nobody putting nothing back on me. I'm not marching when you say march. I'm not, no. See, I've done watched that before. And I'm not gonna let it happen again. So I'm telling y'all, don't let these fools try to scare you out of what you deserve. And you don't even realize they've been doing it for years. And now it's coming to a bubbling head. And you don't even know. It's like a pimple about to pop. Come here. Come here. It's like a pimple about to pop. I'm telling you. They've been scaring us for years. They scared you out of your land. Everybody out there talk about I don't know about owning land. Listen, you know why you don't know about owning land and you don't think it's a good idea? Because you've been tricked into thinking it's not a good idea. I can't, this gets me so mad because you don't get it. You don't own land because you don't want land. You don't own land because you've been talked out of it. People done told you over all these years, and they told your mama and your daddy and your granddaddy and them, they told all of y'all, that's stupid. You should get rid of that. I tell you what, I'll give you all of this money for that little bitty piece of land right there. See, little bitty piece of land back in those days was like 100 acres. I'll give you $400 for that 200 acres. It's just a little plot. And they went on, and I'll tell you what, you can stay out there on the corner of it for a little while till you get yourself together. Sucker, I see your crops didn't work out well this year. Who do you think is messing up the crops? I see you weren't able to grow anything this year, That's tough luck, you ain't gonna make any money down to the market. Who do you think sabotaged your ass and killed your crops? So they can come with this sob story in the fall and you sell your land for pennies on a damn dollar. Ain't nothing in this country never been fair. Never. It's been a bunch of cheating, lying, stealing, conniving, and we think for some reason that stopped. You, just so you know, you work a full-time job and make 2 stone skips away from minimum wage. Can somebody tell me, it has stopped? The lying and the cheating has stopped? You work a full-time job, you work all your day, all your night at a damn factory away from your family, and you make 2 stone skips away from minimum wage. And you trying to tell me what they give us is right and fair. Man, go on with that bullshit now. I'm telling you. They've been scaring us this whole time, and you've been listening. And after a while, you keep hearing something. We're like abused spouses right now. Oh, they're gonna change. I know they hit me. It's gonna be okay, cause they keep telling me they love me. They love me though. I don't want to really do anything. I don't want to break up. We've been together so long. I don't want to break it up. And even though they hit me this time, they said they would never do it again. That's how we sound every time we talking about something. Well, I don't think I want no land. I'm going to just sit on in here and relax. And every time they threaten us with something, they coming to take all of your stuff. They coming to take your preps. They coming to take your land. We cower like Scooby-Doo. I'm not falling for that no more, man. A lot of us talk about us being hood folks. A lot of us talk about being hardcore and callous and raised in the roughest neighborhoods, in the roughest parts of town, in the ghetto type situations. And something that kills me? When it comes down to it, the only people we practice our hood type skills on is one another. We don't use those tactics and skills to fight the powers that be. We use it against each other. Well, if we did this right now and stuck together and listen to us, we'd be so much farther along. Something? Let me tell y'all something. Listen. I'm so emotional. I'm telling you. Listen to this. I wish that people had some damn sense. because I want to show y'all my land so bad. I want to show you everything about it. I want to show you all of the acres. I want to tell you where it is. I want to tell you how many acres I own. I want to tell you all of the secret places inside of my woods and my forest. I want to be able to show you that. But the world has gotten so crazy that I can't. I wish I could bring you here, and I'm going to tell you why. For all of those people that say they don't want to own land, they don't know nothing about running no land, I don't damn well either. You watch damn YouTube to learn how to make a damn lasagna. You don't think you can't watch YouTube and figure out how to chop wood? Let me tell you something, family. I wish I could bring you here and keep you with me for a couple of weeks, about 14 days, and just walk you around my land. It's not finished. I got a ton of work to do. I don't really have any real living situations. I got tents and an RV, but I still would love to bring you here and show you why I love this so much. I wish I could bring you here with me so I can show you why I'm so angry at people keep telling me you gonna try to take something that I worked my ass off to get. I'm not gonna make it easy for you. You gonna leave up out of here limping if you win. I'm telling you, you gonna leave out of here. I'm gonna beat you with your own arm if you come in here with that bullshit. You ain't gonna take what I got. And I'm never selling. And I'm going to put it in there that nobody can sell this piece of land in my bloodline. This is mine. I worked my ass off for it so you can have somewhere to go. Down my family tree. Everybody going to want to sell this for big time money. No. You keep this right here. I don't give a damn if they build 100,000 malls around this some bitch. You can't sell it. Because no matter what, this will always give you and the rest of my lineage somewhere to go. Because this world is not made to house you for free. This world is not made to take care of you for free. This world is not made to cradle you and shelter you for free. This world is being built to a point where you have to be submissive to this system. It ain't no other way. You can't live in the city and you can't live out there and do things your way. You can't do it. When I lived in the city, when I lived in the middle of the city, everything you do, every move you make inside of the city, no matter where you live, you are going by somebody else's rules, laws, and regulations. And if you break any of them, you might find yourself in a doggone cage. When you got your own piece of land, you make the rules, you make the laws, you make the regulations, and ain't nobody there to get in your way. See, you've been talked, just like these people trying to scare me and other folks. You've been talked, and you've been tricked out of believing in the reality. Look at all these people following this lunatic right now. They don't believe in reality. They just believe what they hear. They believe a good story. They believe a good lie. And they'll do whatever that loon say. Watch that and look how that's played out for the last 400-500 years. The exact same tactics. The exact same tactics has been done for over 400-500 years. Over that. Since folks came over here. Talk about some, hey, let's eat some turkey with you. Okay? It's been nothing but lies. It's been nothing but broken treaties and lies ever since. Ever since. And you want me to believe you now? You know, as much as I would like to believe you, I can't. I can't give you my full trust. Because nothing has changed. You have done nothing in all these hundreds of years to change how I feel. You have done nothing to make me safe or feel safe. Why should I trust you now? If you come try to take what I have worked my ass off all my life to get, you're going to leave away from me leaking. And I'm telling everybody out there again, don't you let nobody out in this some bitch try to scare you out of what you work so hard for. And stop listening to people telling you that owning land is dumb. Stop listening to people telling you growing a garden is stupid. They have talked us out of our own personal freedoms. And you don't see it. They did it so smooth. Listen, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Them lies was smooth, son. They've been lying to everybody for so damn long, and they was persistent. They've been persistent. I gotta give credit where credit is due. They've been persistent with the same lies for hundreds of years, and they still ain't changing up. I gotta give that credit where credit is due. Y'all smooth on them lies. But I'm telling you this, it's about to stop. It's about to stop. I won't listen to your lies no more. And this goes for all the folks in a abusive relationship. Stop listening to that bullshit. You know, my daddy used to say, Tiger never changes stripes, man. You don't think my sister's ever been in bad relationships? My daddy, they sit down with my dad, and I'm sitting over there listening because I'm ready to go on somebody's grill, and my daddy tell them, Tiger never changes stripes. It ain't no whole drawed out, long-ass conversation. Tiger never changes stripes. If a man or a woman put their hands on you or they messing with your head, that's how they was raised. They learned, that's a learned thing. And you can't, you know how long it takes somebody to unlearn something like gaining weight? If you gain weight in the last 3 years, it's gonna take you about 6 years to lose it and keep it off. Ain't nothing different up here, man. When somebody put their hands on you or somebody abusing you. So imagine, we've been mentally and physically abused and lied to and robbed for hundreds of years. How long do you think it would take if everybody start telling the truth right now and giving folks what they owe them? It would take 1,000 years or more to redeem themselves. Because some of this trauma, it goes back so far. I need y'all to do something. Do a search for me. Do a little study for me. Did you know over time you can almost breed somebody into a mental state, just like a dog? You can breed a coward, you can breed a hero, you can breed a leader, you can breed a follower, you can breed a soldier, you can breed a queen, you can breed a king. Over time, if you keep that up, that's what this group of people gonna be: a bunch of followers, a bunch of cowards, a bunch of people that make excuses, a bunch of foot soldiers that only protects the enslaver. That's been done for hundreds of years, not just a few generations, because what I'm hearing, it only take a few generations to do that to somebody. You understand? To do that to a bloodline, it only take about 3 or 5 generations to really change a person's way of thinking, everything. They have 500 years to screw your DNA up, screw up your way of thinking, screw up your brains to the point you do whatever they say do, and you think is right. And here we are, being threatened again. Y'all better start prepping. We gonna take your stuff. We coming for you. They did this a few years back. I didn't even mention their names. We coming for you. Please, I welcome the battle. See, they're testing the waters to see who gonna bow down and who gonna be on here like, oh, y'all, guess what? They talk about taking our preps. Listen, I welcome your battle. You ain't taking nothing from me that I worked this hard for. You listen to me. Listen to me. With these kind of threats that some of these emails I'm getting, some of these comments to keep coming in my comments, these threats that I keep getting, and other preppers too. Nothing has changed in your cowardice. Nothing has changed in all of y'all cowardice. You don't have a thumbnail, you don't have a channel, you don't have a page, and you just like in the old days, you hid behind sheets over your head, pillowcase on your head. Coward. You know what it is? Hey, Danny, calm down. Listen to this. You know a coward can do a lot of stuff when they face is closed, when they got a mask on. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed? When a coward has on a mask, they can be whoever they want to be. And that give them some go-go juice to go out here, step out on their faith and do some weird, crazy shit. That's why people like masquerades so much. That's why people like Halloween so much. That's why people like masquerades and Halloween and people like that cosplay. Because you know good and well, at home, you ain't shit. They like to put pillowcases on their head and ride on the back of a horse and lighting people's lawns on fire because you ain't shit by yourself. You got to go get a whole group and a whole team with you because you ain't shit by yourself. You got to wear a mask. You got to go get a team of people to help you get your courage up. Or you need to drink some alcohol to get your strength and your courage going. You need to smoke some sherm just to get your courage going. But toe to toe, fully sober, me and you by ourselves, shit. You know you wouldn't do that. So that's why these cowards hide behind these social media screens, and these cowards hide behind all of this facade of social media, and because they can say whatever they want. They down there in their damn mama basement by the washing machine and eating hot pockets off their belly and they holy white t-shirt that they mama gotta wash them in the morning. I'm telling you. These is people, they ain't got no real life. They down sitting in somebody's basement. And they know it. And let me tell y'all something else so you understand. And I got proof. I have proof. I have historical proof. You know what drive people crazy, people that ain't shit. You know what drive them craziest? Want to hear what drive them the craziest? When they know they ain't did nothing in their whole life. When they know they ain't shit. When they know nothing that they do ever works out right. When they know nothing they do ever pans out. And they look over at you. And you got everything that they wish they had. Every time they fall asleep at night and have a dream of gold and land and beautiful wives and handsome husbands and all the other shit that they dream up and wake up and say, oh, well, gotta go to work again. It was just a dream. Then they see you on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and they see you actually living what they just woke up from dreaming about. Huh? They sit up doodling their dream, trying to remember their dream. You ever had a dream and you start writing down your dream because you never want to forget it because it was so beautiful? You done doodle the whole picture of your dream, your land, your cars, your wife, your everything, and then you click on YouTube and you see somebody living what you just doodled on paper. You at work, like I said, working a full-time job, making 2 stone skips over minimum wage, and you see a whole man over here talking shit on here for an hour or 2 and making 4 or 5 times anything you will make for the year. You know how that makes people feel? That drives them crazy. And they'll do anything to take what you got. Because they felt, since they dreamed about it, your life belongs to them. Just because they dreamed about it, they think that your life belongs to them. But what they didn't know is you had that same dream years ago. You had that same dream that he had years ago. And instead of you going to punch back in on the clock and just say, well, I guess I'll doodle about it, doody-doody-doo, you did something about it. Instead of buying that latest new car, instead of buying them new clothes, what you do, you saved your money. And what they say in the factory while you at work, like, man, you don't never buy you no clothes, man. You wear the same shirt every day. You wear the same pants every day. You drive that same old raggedy old Chevy S10 every day. Why don't you buy you a new car? You know they just gave us a 20-cent raise. Go buy you a new truck. Go buy you. And you like, nah, I got other plans. And then you know what? When they don't see you at work no more, the first thing they say is he must have got fired because he be stinking wearing it. He must have got fired because he was late to work on fixing on that old beat up old truck. He must have got fired because XYZ, the things that they tried to make you think that you believed that you needed and wanted, you didn't. What did you do? You saved all that money. You kept that same old truck. You kept them same old shirts. You kept them same old boots. You came to work relentlessly every day. And you know what you did? You bought yourself a piece of land. You never had nobody in your business, so they never knew that you was married to a beautiful woman. You got 3 or 4 beautiful children that's successful. They didn't know that though. Because they was too busy buying cars and trucks and rings and diamonds and bullshit. The reason they keep thinking that you got fired, they don't even know you quit. You came in that Friday, picked your check up, turned in your badge and said, I think I've had enough. I just bought me about 15 acres and I'm about to purchase 5 more later today. And I know y'all want to approve my leave, so I got to leave. This going to be it. I'm about to go buy me 5 more acres. I don't need y'all money no more. I got hogs, I got livestock, I got a garden, everything growing on my land. I got solar, I got everything I need, and a water and a well and sewage. I don't need y'all no more. But thank you. I appreciate all the help y'all did for me back in it. I appreciate it for all the help because I couldn't have did it without you. Y'all live long and prosper. And they think we're the ones that's weirdos. Yeah, you know how many times when I left the post office, you know how many times I heard I got fired? Some sucker on here on YouTube years ago even said, yeah, he got fired for XYZ or whatever he made up. I got fired from the post office? Listen to me. Do you know what you have to do to get fired at the post office, sucker? You can come in. Have you ever heard of going postal? Before all of these shootings, the post office made that up. And them people that did all that back in the day still work there. Do you know what you got to do to get fired from the post office? Listen, I think you actually have to cross somebody out. In a really heinous way, too. I think you got to be barbaric with it. You ain't getting fired from no post office, man. I left because the story I just told you was me. I had enough. So I saved my money. I kept this old Jeep. I paid my Jeep off, and I ride until the paint fall off this sumbitch. I didn't buy a new Nissan Xterra. I didn't buy a new Mercedes. I kept this old Jeep Wrangler running because I knew my real money needed to be invested in something. If this crash, let me tell y'all something. If this Jeep crash, it's gone. It's history. It's gonna give me a few $1,000s, and I could go get into debt again. It's gonna be gone. No matter what this land does, no matter what happened to this land, whether it catch on fire, it floods out. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret that somebody said on one of my comments. Yeah, but what if the floods get your land and then wash your land away? See, them is the dumb people right there that you're listening to. They've been lying to us all of these years. Oh my God, it was actually a real person that said that too. And my only reply is, you must not own shit. I actually commented back, you must not own a damn thing with that kind of foolishness. What if the floods come and wash all your land away? Why you need land on one of my videos? Let me tell you, even if this land was flooded till it's underwater, it's still mine. Just because it's flooded, that doesn't turn it into a lake. It turns it into my beach shore property. You ding dong. No matter what a water or flood or mud do, all, listen to me about land. All happens to land is it changes the landscape. When trees fall, when trees grow, when land is dug out, when land is brought in, when water washes in and water washes out, water and the elements and the wind and the weather changes the terrain of your land, but it's still there. It's still there. And it's still yours. And that, when people open their mouth and say dumb stuff like that, it just lets me know you and your ancestors and your elders been tricked into giving away all your stuff. You've been tricked and you believed all of the lies that have been told to you over all these years to give away all of your belongings and bow down to them. That's what you told me when you said, what happened to your land when it washed away? What I'm doing right now, I'll be sitting right here with wet feet, stock it with fish. You got to be out your rabbit ass mind to believe half of the things that you hear and see on television these days. All of this stuff has been put here to keep you under somebody else's thumb. How can we make this up? If you don't believe that, you're on your own. And all of those people, they're still trying to scare us to this very day. Stop. You better stop collecting food. You better stop prepping. You better stop showing people where your prep's at. You better, man, shut up. Shut up. Because it doesn't do anything to or for me. Now again, it's been people that's been bred into cowards. Go scare them. Go scare them cowards. Because it don't work. It ain't working here. I'm a soldier. It don't work for me. It never have. If you've been watching me on this YouTube or you know me in real life, everybody knows me. No, that don't work for me. I'm not the one to just follow the whole group and just be like, yeah, I think I'll go this way since everybody walking that way. That ain't me. So go scare the cowards. So, with that being said, I want everybody to understand one thing. Don't let nobody push you off of your journey of what you're supposed to be doing. You don't think you're supposed to be doing this, but you are. You know why you are, and everybody, I'm talking to 1,383 people right now. You want to know why? I know this is your journey. You don't think it is. You think you're just watching me. You think you are just watching me, right? Just something to watch on YouTube. You could be watching anything, but you watching me. And you still here listening to this message. You want to know why? Because you have that same voice in the back of your head that I've been hearing, yet I've been acting on my whole life. You hear the same voice in your head too. You know there is something else that you're supposed to be doing. You might be comfortable, got your house ready, got your apartment and everything, got you a nice little car, got you a nice little job, but you watching me because there's something in your mind telling you, feel like I forgot something. Feel like I done forgot something. I got my keys, I got my wallet, got my money, got my phone. It's every day the older you get, the more you keep feeling more and more like you forgot something at home. You don't went back in the house and you say, dang, have you ever went in the house or went into another room? Like, I forgot what I came in here for. See, let me tell you something about that. Everybody keeps saying, that's from old age, right? It is. It is from old age. But you know what? The part that people ain't thinking about, when you walk into a room or you run back in the house, like, ooh, I forgot something. You go back in the house and forget what you was looking for. See, that's a sign. That's not a sign of dementia. That's another sign of, man, you're supposed to be doing something completely different and you ain't doing it. That's why you'll be driving on the road to work, or you'll be driving to school, you'll be going out of town, and all you keep thinking about is like, I know I forgot something. I think of it when it's too late. How many times do y'all do that? I think about it when I get there. As soon as I get to the house, I'm going to remember what I forgot. And you never come up with anything because it's that voice in the back of your head telling you you're supposed to be doing something else in your life that you are not doing. You've been put here for a purpose. Let me tell you something. We all have been put here for a purpose, and it ain't working for a whole nother man. See, we're all a piece to this puzzle. And you think that your piece of this puzzle is to make another man rich. That's what you think that you was put here on this earth to do. You think God came in here and did all, he made you this beautiful person to go and be told what to do by a whole nother man, make another man rich while your family suffer? Nah. And I think that's why God be so mad at us sometimes, because you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. You ain't living out your purpose. And a lot of your purpose has been stolen from you. And you don't know how to get it back. See, a lot of the things that we supposed to be doing have been taken from you. The only problem is you don't know how to get it back. And I'm telling you, the way you get your stuff back and you get back on track and you get back on the path is certain stuff you need to be listening to. And it's certain stuff you need to stop listening to. It's certain stuff and it's certain people you need to start listening to, and it's certain stuff and it's certain people that you need to stop listening to. And until you do that, you're going to always feel like you forgot something at home. You're going to always be patting your pockets, looking for your wallet, your keys, your phone, and your money. Because for the rest of your life, you're going to feel like you left something. And I'm here to tell you, stop looking for it because it's gone. It's gone. That feeling of something is missing. I've seen a lot of people single and they love being single. Say, girl, I love being single. I love it. I don't need to marry nobody. But you always in the dark and in the quiet, when you by yourself, there's something that you longing for. Even though you say you don't want no man, it's something you longing for. It's something. That's that same thing. That's that same feeling, that same spirit that you have no control over. So you can control the outcomes of your work, your job, your education, all of that. But you can't control the Holy Spirit. That spirit is driving you to go do something else you're supposed to be doing. You might not want to. You might not want to. That's because you think you don't want to. But you ain't listening to that doggone whisper in your doggone ear. Now, I've been showing y'all for years on end proof. And some of y'all know me in person and some of y'all don't. But I've been showing all of y'all in person. I've been showing y'all proof of if you just be quiet and listen and pay attention to what's being shown to you, you'll get the message. And if you take the steps and go in that right direction, you will go and be successful in the journey that you was put here to start on. I just hope and pray to God that it's not too late before you have to go meet him in person. He gonna sign your autograph, okay? There are people, this country was built on bloodshed, lies, deceit, trickery, and broken treaties. Spit in the hand, shake a handshake, blood brothers, all of that. Look at the trickery of history and what we're finding out today about all of our history and the trickery and the lies and the deceit and the torture and all the horrible things. Our history is more horrible than it is wholesome. But yet we still have these same ding-dongs that want to believe that they're telling you the truth all the time. You don't do no research. You just listen. I don't just listen. I love my wife. I trust my wife with my life. But even when she tell me something, I'll be like, I'm gonna go look in on that. I love her. I love my mom. I love my daddy. But even when they tell me you can't be doing that because XYZ, I still had to go do some research. Now, I ain't gonna come and approach my father and tell him he's a liar and he's wrong. But you know what I did do? I did go research and see what he was talking about and what my father, Lord bless his soul, what he didn't know was, Dad, that's how they did it 30 years ago when you was a kid. It don't work that way anymore. He was right, but his education, his knowledge of the situation was outdated. And that's what we're doing today. I'm not falling for that no more, man. I'm not. If you've been lying to me for 500 years, today you woke up and said, you know what, I ain't lying to y'all no more. If you want to even begin, to just let me raise an eyebrow and think that you might be telling me the truth, give me what you owe me. Don't you understand? Have you ever had that friend or that cousin, hey man, let me borrow $5 real quick. And you like, man, you owe me about $40, man. Come on, man. No. Every time you owe me, you ask me for $5, I give you $5. You keep telling me you're gonna pay me back, and you don't pay me back. Man, look. You give me this $5, I'm gonna give you 50. Okay, I get paid on Friday, and you give me $5 more. I'm gonna give you an extra $5, and I'm gonna make it a whole 50. All right, give me $5, man. Let me run in here real quick. I want to get in the club, man. Give me $5. I'll pay you back Friday. Quick talking, right? You like, all right, man, I'm not playing, man. On Friday, man, I'm not going to come hunting for my money. On Friday, I'm not coming to hunt for my money, man. I need you to ring my doorbell and hand me my $50, man. And I'll be happy with the 45 you owe me, okay? Guess what happened? Friday come. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. It's time for bed. Your friend don't show up. He been lying to you since y'all was little kids in kindergarten. Here y'all is grown ass men. Why do you think that he's gonna up and just start telling you the truth? You out of another $5, and it's your stupid fault that you gave him another $5 because you know why you gave him that extra $5. Now listen to me, because it's a lesson in life. You know why you gave him that extra $5? Because you don't want to hear his mouth. I don't feel like arguing with you, bro, about no $5. I don't feel like talking to you, man, going back and forth about no $5. I don't feel like watching you all act like a little spoiled little kid all day because I ain't give you a funky $5. See? Because that's what it's going to turn into. Me and you arguing. Man, it's just a little funky $5. You act like you act like your $5 and da-da-da-da. You think you better than everybody in the family anyway because I can't get $5. If you don't give this sucker $5, you got to hear all that bullshit for the rest of the day. Y'all going to be mad for about 30 days. You don't want to go through that. So you fall for the okie doke and give him $5 that he ain't going to pay you back any old damn way. Now y'all ain't even speaking. What's different from the scenario I just told you and then this system? Since they came over on this rock, they've been lying to you for 500 years about everything. And there's a whole nation of people that can prove it to you. You gotta find them though. Because they've been lied to so bad, they ain't even just walking around. You just can't go in Walmart and see one of them. You gotta go to their specialized places. Reservations. Nah, I'm telling you right now. You can come and try to lie to me now. And you can come and they lying to y'all about we coming to take y'all stuff. We coming to get you. We coming to get you. All right. All right. And they try to be so hardcore. You know something? The most dangerous people don't make a whole bunch of noise. The most dangerous people don't make a whole bunch of noise, man. All them people marching up and down the streets with tiki torches and shit, man, each one of them, man, they eat Fruity Pebbles in the morning, man. They don't need no real breakfast, no way. All them little boys, man, eat Fruity Pebbles, and they got on they damn Spider-Man nut hugging drawers. That's because they punks. They sit there watching cartoons, eating Fruity Pebbles with they Spider-Man drawers on. Cause they ain't real, man. They want to be something, and it's the only. I'm gonna tell you something else. The only group that recruits people like that is groups. They need a bunch of nobodies. They need a bunch of nobodies to become something. They form these groups of nobodies, and just so they can be heard. All of these little boys just been wanting to be heard their whole lives, and nobody was listening to them. Your mommy and your daddy won't listening to you because they too busy arguing in the back room. And what you do, you grow up to be an asshole, and you start a whole thing, and you really don't really hate people. You just know if I keep telling people I hate them, they going to pay me some attention. They going to look at me, and they going to listen to me. You really ain't racist. You really ain't hateful. You just know this is the only way that anybody on this planet gonna look in your direction and give you the time of the day. Cowards. I'm sorry for going off. I just need to get that point across. Don't let nobody tell you they coming to take your stuff. Matter of fact, every time somebody say that, report them. Report them on social media. Report them down to your local police department. Do it the right way. Put it on paper. I ain't playing. Do it. Every time somebody do that to you, write it down, screenshot it, take it to the police department, report it to YouTube and all social media platforms. Don't just report it to YouTube. Go to TikTok and all of them and tell, hey, this dude over here on this other platform acting a fool. I ain't playing. It works. Ask me how I know. So I'm telling all of these punks that if you think I'm the one, man, you're going to have a hard day finding out. And anybody that's hanging with me, you're going to have a hard time finding out with them too. You think you're going to scare these preppers? You think you're going to scare the preppers to rock with me? You think you're going to scare all of the homesteaders to rock with me? Man, we know so much that you will never know, or you will find out. And it ain't got nothing. I know the first thing they think, oh, because he got a couple of firearms. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Anybody can pull a trigger. This puppy dog can pull a trigger. Ain't got nothing to do with no trigger. That don't make you powerful. That don't make you no man. So, there you go. Everybody, thank you. They keep talking about they coming for us. Let them talk, man. Watch how they act on the news. Look at them all doing these ridiculous things on the news. Look at them. Without doing any research, without having any knowledge, they're going off of what one lunatic said to them. And they're just going for it. Look at that. Look how they act. Look how uncoordinated they all are. Pay attention to that. No recon, no knowledge, no nothing. They're running into these blazing fires uneducated and ignorant of the situations. And they're all going to end up locked up, and then they're going to be crying, boo-hooing in front of the judge. I didn't mean it. I just was asking where to go. Send them all. Send the rest of them in there too. Lock them. Lock the rest of them some bitches up. If you can lock people up for when they got a little when they don't roll the blunt and you pull them over in the car and you gonna put them in prison because they got a blunt. If you gonna put a whole grown ass man in prison with people that really erase people off this planet, you gonna put him in there because he had a little weed on. All of these people to keep on listen. What is they call domestic terrorism? If you gonna put a man in jail for smoking a blunt and drinking him a cold beer, if you gonna put him in prison for 3 to 4 years, all of these domestic terrorists need to go too. Walking up and down the damn street, tiki torch, acting a fool, talking about who they hate and who they want to get rid of. They're telling you if they get a chance, they're gonna try to erase folks that look like me. That is terrorism. Why? Why does that word mean something different when we change countries? Just because they change countries, that makes them a terrorist? Or no? Oh. Because I looked it up. The definition of a terrorist is one who causes terror amongst society and people and individuals and groups. Terror has no bounds. Terror does not have any state limitations. Terrorism does not have any country affiliations. Terrorism is terrorism. A terrorist is a terrorist. Whether you was born and raised right here on this soil or not, if you making everybody scared from all the crazy stuff you saying and doing, is terror. Period. And it needs to be addressed immediately and handled. I don't know why ain't nobody talking about that part. You can't just be going and look, let me tell you something. If I tell you I'm coming to your house and I'm going to erase you tonight, I'm going to jail, right? Threatening. I forget the legal terminology for it. If I'm threatening you and telling you I'm going to harm you today, I'm going to jail. So what changes because a group of people said they going to harm you? I don't get it. Shouldn't they all go to jail too? And they chanting it. They walking up and down the street chanting it. You can't not it. This isn't a thing of let's figure out if he really said it or they really said it. They're walking down the street chanting this bullshit. So with that, let me stop because I'll go on. I'm just a little hyped up because let one more person tell me they coming for me and all my things or whatever. Okay. I ain't the one you gonna scare. And I'm giving you this message, whoever keep on saying it. This is for you. I know this is what you wanted anyway. And for everybody, don't let these don't let these cowards scare you. They cowards. These is people that wish they was doing what you doing. These is people that wish they had what you had. These is people that wish they want to replace you. Because this is what they think. They think when they replace you, when they get rid of you, they think they're going to have your life. See, that's the funny part. Because they did this before, historically. They said, we want to get rid of y'all, so we can have everything. Y'all keep on stealing all our stuff. Y'all keep on, if it wasn't for y'all and we had to feed y'all, we would be doing better. If it wasn't for y'all, we'd be doing better. And then when we left, and they still sucked at what they was doing, and they saw once we left and we made our own cities, and we made our own towns, we had our own banks, we had our own stores, and we cut ties, I thought when they left, we were supposed to be doing much wonderful. I wanted his life. Why didn't I get his life anymore? Oh, you're just realizing because you suck. It ain't got nothing to do with my melanation. It's just because you suck as a man. So once they realized and figured out, I don't got his life because I suck. I'm not gonna let him sit over there with his own town, his own cities, his own banks, his own stores, his own clothes, his own profits. I'm not gonna let him sit over there and be smiling over at me. Cause now it's no excuse but just pure hatred. Like, cause you know you ain't gonna come over here and build no life over here. Now you just don't want to see me be better than you because now your wife is looking over at my city looking like, Jerome is doing it. I thought you said when they left everything was gonna be okay. I thought you said all the jobs was gonna come back. I thought you said you was gonna be making more money. I thought you said I was gonna be able to go get my hair done. I thought when Jerome and them left, but Jerome and them gone, and you still suck. He can't stand to keep looking over at you happy. He can't stand to keep looking over at you earning a good living, building a home, putting money in the bank. Because it's making him look bad. It's making him look bad, see? Oh, he got to put a stop to that. So now that he done drove you out and you made a better life over there, sound like a whole bunch of normal relationships, don't it? Now that you over there doing good, he got to go destroy that. He got to make your life a living hell because you making him look bad in front of his people and you making him look bad in front of his wife. He can't have that. He needs you taking a beating just like he is. Let me stop. Let me stop. Don't let nobody scare you out of what you earned. Don't let nobody scare you out of things that you worked your ass off to get. And don't let nobody come and keep telling you they gonna take it. If they tell you we coming to take it, welcome them to the table. I'ma save a place for you at the table. All right. With that being said, I don't want to go on long-winded or nothing. I got my point across. I got my message out. Don't let these people try to scare you. This next month about to be stupid. Listen to me. This next month, November, about to be stupid. And it's going to be a whole bunch of these cowards acting a fool, one way or the other. Don't let these people scare you. Man, please, please. Look, they done already scared us into apartment buildings and boxes and welfare, and now you on the system. You depending on the government for everything. These people done scared you into a little box. You think that's what you was born to be? Trapped. They done scared us into thinking that they are doing us a favor by giving us handouts. We got to break that cycle, man. Look, it was bred into our mind to be cowards and followers. We got to breed it out. I'm not going to go down that alley. We got to breed this nonsense out of our DNA. We got to breed this ridiculousness, this cowardice out of our doggone DNA, out of our lifespan. Get this out of here. Stop telling people what they can't do or can't be. Get this out. With that being said, let me go, because I go on. Live Farmer 73. I love y'all. In the next one, I hope I'm smiling. All right? Live Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.